All right, I'm reading my Bible sitting here, and have you ever had somebody tell you that when you, no matter what you do, like your righteous acts, or they don't call them righteous, but no matter your works are filthy rags, and they'll quote a passage that say, even our righteous works are as filthy rags, and they act like if you honor your parent, or you help an old lady across the street, or you choose not to steal something from your neighbor, or you don't lust after your friend's wife or something like that. All our righteous deeds are as filthy rags. This is real popular in Reformed circles, and just churches in general. I've heard this before all my life, and that is totally wrong. That is it's so it's such bad, out of context Bible reading. It's awful, and we'll go there in a second. In Isaiah 64 is where it's at. But I want to read two passages, and there's so many we can go to, but two passages in the book of Deuteronomy. The first one is Deuteronomy chapter 24, verses 10 through 13. When you make a loan of any kind to your neighbor, do not enter his house to collect what he offers as security. You must stand outside while the man you are making the loan to brings the security out to you. If he is a poor man, you must not sleep in the garment he has given as security. Be sure to return it to him at sunset. Then he will sleep in it and bless you, and this will be counted as righteousness to you before Yahweh, your mighty one. So you're giving back this poor guy's garment so that he can sleep in it. And the Torah says, the law of Moses says, it will be counted as righteousness to you. This is active righteousness. This is not imputed righteousness. This is active righteousness. It will be counted as something righteous that you have done, and it will be counted as righteousness to you before Yahweh, your mighty one. Now, another passage is in Deuteronomy chapter 12. Deuteronomy chapter 12, verse 24, where he's talking about Yahweh is commanding you not to eat the blood of an animal. And this is one of the first laws that the Gentile converts were given in Acts chapter 15. Do not eat blood, pour it on the ground like water. Do not eat it, so that you and your children after you will prosper, because you will be doing what is right in Yahweh's sight. So here we have two texts in the Torah, and I could go on and on and on, but these two texts in the Torah disprove that your righteous acts are filthy rags. When you do what is righteous before Yahweh, it is not a filthy rag. It is righteousness before Yahweh, and Yahweh looks upon it as something good, holy, and just. The text in Isaiah 64, it's in verse 6, is speaking of people who turn away from Yahweh, and they become unclean. And what they once did as righteous acts, they've fallen from that, and now they are like a filthy garment or a filthy rag. Let's read it in Isaiah 64. And I think we can just begin right there in verse 5. Isaiah 64, verse 5. You welcome the one who joyfully does what is right. They remember you in your ways, but we have sinned, and you are angry. How can we be saved if we remain in our sins? All of us have become like something unclean, and all our righteous acts are like a polluted garment. All of us wither like a leaf, and our iniquities carry us away like the wind. The context, you can read above and below, 20 verses above, 20 verses below. The context is talking about people who fall from righteousness into sin. So Yahweh joyfully, he welcomes one who joyfully does what is right. But when we fall away from righteousness and commit sin, then our righteous acts turn into filthy rags, and we become like something unclean, and like a leaf that it was once vibrant on the tree, we fall off and we wither away and lose that vibrant green color. When you do righteous acts before Yahweh, it's not a filthy rag. It's righteousness. in the eyes of Almighty Yahweh. Have a great day. Shalom.